Hey guys, Charles Dill here, developer of Devoid. Today I'm going to be walking you through all the new features that have been added since the first demo version. Starting off, you can now enter your name and that saves to the system. So I already have Charlie plugged in here just to show. I'll put in Chuck. The reason I added this now is because I find it pairs extremely well with the new high score table added. So let's check that out. Going over to the stats section, you will be able to see your high scores. And I find that these are fantastic little storytellers. You can go back and just look at all the history from your previous runs. Alright, well with that, let's start a quick run here. Alright, starting things off here, my objective is to get to the next space station without dying. While this goal seems pretty simple, how you achieve it is pretty complex. Already, just from moving around, my energy is depleting. And what this does is it really forces the player to make smart decisions while moving around the map. Another elegant thing about this energy metric is it really incentivizes me to go out and find and kill enemies because they drop energy. The last thing I'll kind of note about energy is I find it turns the game into an extremely volatile experience. There are moments where your energy might be super low, but you're able to scrape by one kill and the enemy just happens to drop a capacitor and you pick it up and you kind of clutch up. I find these moments to be extremely memorable and fun. I actually wrestled throughout high school and college, and my favorite matches were the ones when I was down by a lot of points, but I was able to pull a crazy move out and get the pin and win. And I wanted my game to kind of encapsulate that feeling. Like right now, I'm in trouble. Let's see if one of these guys drops a capacitor. I see one. If I can get to it, I can save the run. There we go. And that is what makes this fun. As a developer, I would love to see a competitive scene kind of grow from this game. I love competitive games, and I think those moments really help. Alright, yeah, if you look in the bottom right, you're going to see ammo. This is now restrictive. There's only a limited supply of ammo. Enemies will drop it. So, killing enough enemies, you will, refill your reserves. And what this does is it incentivizes clean shooting. And it kind of helps the skilled players get a bit of an edge on the less skilled. I want this game to mainly appeal to the skilled players, but also I think the barrier to entry should be low. I think I said in a reel previously, like, I want my grandma to be able to pick up the controller and play, but at the same time, I want to be able to master this and play it for hours on end and just keep going. And without that, there needs to be some technical depth. Like, I added a dash mechanic so I can move around faster, but at the same time, if you dash too much, you might be too fast and run into an asteroid and take damage, like, oh, right there. It's just another thing that the skilled players can kind of abuse to, hold up 1 second here. I gotta lock in. Yes! Alright. Yeah, it's just another thing that the skilled players can kind of use to, just gain an advantage without really tarnishing the game for the less skilled. A new thing, which I proudly added myself, is the maps are now randomly generated. Before, you would just get spawned into the same demo map over and over. I think there was actually like 10,000 static bodies. I borderline hand placed all of them. Super inefficient. Now, it's like a sector-based system, and the map's going to be randomly generated every time you play. So, yeah, the replayability on this should be a lot better compared to the original demo. Another thing is, if you look in the top left, along with that random generation feature, I added a mini map, and right now this is like a pre-alpha version, so it's kind of hard to tell, but there are darker squares there that kind of show you the unexplored regions. The lighter blue means you've been there before, and then the yellow flashing is the current sector you're in. And this is going to help direct the player to that next space station, because again, you're going from space station A to B. And I find that this is just a really useful and basically necessary addition with that random generation. Without that mini-map, I'm getting lost 9 out of 10 times. And even though I've like hand-made some of these random generated levels, there's no way I'm figuring it out. Another cool new feature is the leveling system. I'm actually about to level up here. After I kill these guys, I'll probably, get some XP here and level up. And what this is going to do is it really just boosts all your overall stats. And the reason I added this is because in a roguelike type game, RNG can be bad sometimes, and leveling kind of just levels out the playing field, no pun intended. Yeah, it's just a nice thing to have, and the enemies are just going to get harder the longer you play, so it's gonna help balance the game. I am low again. Hold up. Yes. Thank you for those capacitors. Quick look at the bottom left. I added item drop notifications. There's going to be a lot more items in the game. That inventory drawer is empty right now. Eventually that's going to be functional, and there's going to be items you can pick up, new weapons, things like that. Oh wow, I am really, really low. And lucky. I am really lucky. Okay. So I love this. That's why I love this new energy feature, because you can be down in the dumps like that and just somehow manage to stay alive. I'm really low. Yep, that's going to be it. Well, there you go, guys. That is the pre-alpha version of Devoid. I am working on getting another demo version out here soon. And I hope you guys stay tuned. Go to devoidgame.com. You can sign up for the newsletter. We have Instagram. I'm on X. I should probably be using that more. And yeah, I will keep you guys updated with new features. Until next time.